Going on, everybody? 15 people here. I don't know how many people actually. It says 15. I'm very cold down here. It's always cold down here every single day. So don't mind the blanket. But how is everyone doing today? Crypto market not doing well. If I like men, I would kiss you. Thanks for what you do. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate everything you said there. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. I am dumb moron. Hello. We got 23 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. Yes, brother. Big up. Um, hey Matt, I'm into that. Could you tell me what's the scenario about it? You're into what is basic attention token? Yeah, I have to get into that in a little bit. Give me a second. I just want to say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Willie. Cat is meowing behind me. Morning, whoever is on Twitch. I appreciate you. Anybody that does want to join Twitch, feel free to join up. Just my Patreon. If you guys want to join the Patreon, feel free to click the link down below, or not down, well, down below in the description, but also I'm going to put it in the chat. I did put out a couple of alerts today. On here. There we go. Boom. Morning, love your takes. Well, thank you for saying that. I try to make them as real as possible when talking about crypto and talking about stocks, talking about investing, because I'm not going to sit here and pitch you the fact that you can be rich tomorrow, or in the first 30 minutes of the stock market you can make $2,000. Like, there is a possible chance that you could do that, but it's very like slim to none, basically. I always look for reasonable gains, something that a normal person can look for. If you're searching for that quick gain of maybe $20, you can get that. A quick gain of $100, you can get that. And I've shown that in multiple cases. I've posted a lot of my profits on the Discord group, and just talk about that, a lot. How about farm? Are we expecting an increase or no? For farm, I was expecting a pullback hard, and we did see that. That's why I didn't reinvest into the position yet. I had 50, I took out 20, and I didn't reinvest into it because I knew that we would see a decent sized pullback and also a little bit of a jump, right? Typically, when you see jumps, let me go ahead and get into some stuff here. First, I have my Patreon here. If you guys want to join the Patreon, again, the link is in the chat there. But what I was going with is farm coins. Harvest Finance currently is at 152. Now, I believed that this was going to come back. Thank you for subscribing. If you did subscribe, someone became a member. Willie, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think when we look at Farmcoin, again, it's at 152. It's down 13% today. I expected a pullback. After seeing a large increase like that, I always expect something to come back and even to have a little bit of fight in it. So if you didn't see from yesterday, Farmcoin basically had a little bit more fight in it to push it up to, I think, about 190 in the last day. And got all the way up to a level of 184, and then started to decrease here. Now, what you're seeing, if you look out a week, you can see that large jump. And a lot of times you're going to see a jump, you're going to see a pullback, and then you're going to see an initial jump again, and then it's going to pull back more. So that's what you would typically see. And I knew that that was coming. That's why I'm not making that move and buying in too early. A lot of people will make that mistake in buying in again and hoping that it will skyrocket right afterwards, but that's usually not how it goes. Like, there's so many investments that will take off so much they'll have an initial push up, and then people will see it resist. They'll see it resist at a certain level. It'll come back to a level to where it will bounce from. However, it will have a resistance that's a lot lower than the previous resistance. So I definitely saw this as a play to where I'm waiting for this to play out the right way, and it could possibly still come back down to 120, 100, and it's definitely possible. And I would love to see it down at those levels because I would reinvest the money that I did gain in there, and I would have more coins at that level. So I'm hoping that this Harvest Finance will pull back a little bit more, and I know some people hold on to it. Um, but I'm still holding 30, and I would hope that it pulls back a little bit more so I can take that 5,000 and put it back in here. However, I put it in Krill and I put it in OMG, so I'm waiting for OMG and Krill to make a decent sized move. If I'm looking for them to basically double in price at least, I think OMG has a lot more in it to push back up to about 20, which would essentially be a tripling of the amount that I have there. But I would take, hopefully I can see that, so then I can take what I have in there and pull it out and then put that into something else like Farmcoin. So again, that's where I'm at with that. And you're a legend. Keep it up. I will support you. Uh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey Matt, been seeing more bots in your YouTube videos. Yeah, there's a ton of bots just everywhere. I try and get rid of them, but as soon as I get rid of them, they come right back. So if I leave for a second, they just come right back. And it's people that have the name like WhatsApp or whatever, and they just spam every single comment. And there's also those people that will come and say, "Oh, I've invested with this person," and then have a ton of bot comments that say, "Oh, I did it. I did it. He made me this much money." Oh, whatever. Just relax. Like I'm I'm trying to I'm trying to do that, and they just they just spam. It's ridiculous. I hate it so much, and it literally it could be 2 minutes after I post a video. So it's just crazy. Let's look at basic attention token. See if you can get that on Coinbase. Let's see. Um, so basic attention token currently is at $1.24. The market cap is at 1.8 billion. A lot of times, and this is very popular, right? People get into it. 100% of the supply is out there. I love seeing it. If the 100% of the supply is out there and it has a lot of popularity, then it definitely has room to grow. Now, currently, where you are seeing this, it is, I would say, at a lower point, but it sort of is at a lower point where it was a month ago. A month ago, it was up to the level of about 150, and now it's down to 124. You can look over a year, and you get this at a level of 194. And I think it has a lot of promise. It really does. I think this can definitely go a lot higher from where it is now, and especially with 100% of the supply being out there, the popularity where it is, the people that are holding on to it, I think it has a definite possibility to easily get up to the level of about that $10 billion mark, if not way more than that, with the popularity that it does hold. So that's where I stand with that. And I can look at it and say this does look like a pretty enticing price, but I would probably, for me, I wouldn't get into it right now for me because of the fact that I have so many other positions that I'm in and so many other opportunities. And I think if this gets down to a level to where I see it as an opportunity, a bigger opportunity, maybe below $1, then that's where I'll make that move. But currently at 124, I think you could still see a massive move. It's just I like to see one of like the largest move I can possibly get. So I'll typically go uh, in at some of these lower levels. So if I could see it below $1, then I'll take it. But who knows if it will actually get to that point? That's the thing. The unknown is what's interesting. I will always say that. Happy birthday, Matt. It's not my birthday. It's getting close. I mean, we got 3 months. So yeah. Let's see. You're doing well, brother. Do you think I'm I'm too late for the MATIC train, thinking of distributing 10% of my funds to MATIC. 10% of your funds to MATIC? I mean, it depends how much your funds are, but yeah, I'm distributing different, more than 10% in so many different areas. Like, if you look at this, 20% in Harvest Finance, 13% in Krill, 13% in OMG. I obviously have a bigger percentage in a lot of different things. So I understand. Um, do I think do I think Matic is a good position? Do I think that it's over? I would say no, as in a lot of cryptocurrency has come back. So I would imagine Matic kind of did the same. If you're looking at this position, let's go ahead and look at the market cap. Market cap is at 18.3 billion. I think I talked about this previously. Um, I don't see huge potential in it, right? I understand that a lot of people do love it. It has popularity, 11th in popularity. You can see this get up to a level to where it's can reach maybe 30 billion, 25, 30 billion, but will that be more than what you can gain with other positions, right? It could have more of a normal growth pattern, but the issue is that it's just market cap for me is just too high. I like things that are lower market cap. Now, if you're looking for something for consistency in like maybe 30% gain, then you'll definitely get that with this. And who knows, even when you do see the market run, you see the crypto market run, this might end up getting to that level of $50 billion. And it's all because of the popularity that it does have. People hold on to it for a long time. I saw this way back when. I believe it was back in July when it was at 70 cents or so. Yes, 70, 80 cents. It did increase all the way to this level. I didn't make a move into it just because I was making moves in other things that were probably more consistent, but it does have consistent growth. Here, look at this. It has higher highs, higher lows that it's creating throughout time. It looks very, very consistent from where that low point is in July. So is it over? I don't think so. I think you'll see consistent growth. It's just, um, I just didn't, I don't really like the higher market caps to get in for a larger gain. Does that make sense? So it depends what you want out of it. If you're looking for 10% just to be able to have consistent growth, kind of like an ETF or something, I think you'll fare well with Matic. Those bots are getting paid to do let's pay them a decent amount. Yeah, I bet. Streaming early. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Tell us something about LRC, please. LRC doesn't really have too much news. LRC is at a good price. I ended up buying more of LRC. I currently hold 1,000 LRC at the moment. I bought in at just below $2, I believe. But I didn't buy a crazy amount. I just wanted to get up to an even 1,000 so that when we do have, or not an even 1,000, but over 1,000, just so that we do have those moves where it's like, okay, if it gains $1, I gain $1,000, right? That's what I'm looking for. Obviously, if it doubles in price, I'm gaining, $2,000 out of it. So, um, again, I'm really hyped for what Loopring has to offer for the future and where it's going to go. But there's not really too much news on it. We're just kind of playing that wait and see game. No matter what, if there's that full connection with GameStop or not, I mean, I think this is definitely one that can move because it does have the popularity and it's had that tie no matter what. Even if there's no direct connection, it's had that tie with it, which makes it a lot of people that held GME are now creating this hodl mentality with LRC. So do you have any information about the meeting at Shiba Inu Army yesterday? I don't. I wanted to watch it, but I couldn't because I was with the kids and everything, and I like to spend time with them. So I was gonna try, but yeah, I spent time with Erica. I spent time with the kids, and they went to sleep a little bit later. I think it was at 9 o'clock or so. Yeah, they went to sleep a little bit later. It's bath day, all that other stuff. So it's not something I was able to get into. Wish I could have though. What do you think of ADA? I still hold my ADA. I hold 600. Um, what do I think of it? I mean, I like it. I like Cardano. It's definitely popular. The issue that we have with them is just um, one, I would love to be able to stake it on Coinbase because I don't really stake in many other places unless it's like Wonderland or Jade Protocol, which Jade Protocol has its own issues. Um, but yeah, I think it has value, and people do stake it and gain money from it. So staking it obviously creates longer hold times and all things like that. I do believe in where Cardano can go, but we just need to see a bull run of the crypto market. One thing I wanted to call out was Gitcoin. I don't know if anybody took it the way that I said Gitcoin is gonna make a huge move. Um, I I'm pretty sure I said that I'm waiting for this to pull back to add more to the position because I know that this is going to pull back, hopefully to a level below $10, if not somewhere around that $11 mark. So I hope that people don't take what I say as, hey, buy it right now. You need to look into the position and see where the lowest points are and what history has told me. And history has told me that it's going to pull back. So unless we start to see a full crypto run, uh, this should pull back to that level of around just below 12, and hopefully can break below $10. And that's where I will make. So if I can buy 100 for less than $1,000, that's where I'll make a move. Let's see. Please subscribe. Thank you, I am Brandon, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Trying to get down the list here. MATIC a better buy than SHIB. I would say it's a more consistent buy. I don't think it's a better buy than SHIB. I'm on the fence of actually buying more SHIB, just because I'm starting to realize that if I can hold, let's say 100 million, that'll probably be a better situation for the long haul, just in case it does resist heavy before it ends up getting to that dollar mark. Um, and that would be around a $3,000 investment right now to hold 100 million SHIB. I don't know what the price is right now, but somewhere where it was at 30, yeah, now it's at 3,300, or close to it. So where it was at 34, it would have been about a $3,000 investment. So I'm on the fence of putting more money in SHIB. If I can make some money with OMG and I find SHIB at a very, very low price, I will buy 100 million of SHIB. But I want that price to go down a little bit more. I want the popularity to lower on SHIB so that I can buy more at a lower price and not spend a crazy amount. I would like to spend, I don't know, $2,000. That would be great. But we'll see how this plays out. I think it's going to go down before it ends up, increasing. So I'm going to sit on that. Your advice is great. Thanks. I don't give out advice, but whatever I can do for everybody else, I really love doing it. Guys, hit that like button. We have 84 people here. If you can, it does help me out a ton. Twitch doesn't have bots. Yeah, it doesn't. You're right. How are you feeling about FEG? Ever looked into it? I have. Check it out. You buy it on Coinbase, possibly, maybe not. Uh, can't really say I'm the biggest fan of something that has that low of a price. Let's check where I can buy it at. Let me bring up Coin Market Cap. Market cap here. I want to see what the crypto market is actually at today, anyways. Crypto market is down about 3%. Let's look up FEG coin. I think I did look this up before, and it has a ton of supply. Million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. You have 41 quadrillion coins right now. The current market cap is at 178 million. It's not really giving you too many chances to grow. Now, I don't know if they have any burn rate associated with it, but there's so many coins that are out there. It's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. So again, I would look at this as a position where you're just solely looking for that to double where it is now. But the total supply just doesn't make sense to me. It's just too much, in my opinion, and that's all my opinion. You can look at it a different way if you want to, but it's all my opinion. Family first, yes. Polygon and Uniswap are doing a collab. Take your stake in your wallet. Polygon will surpass in a few years. Really? I mean, anything is possible. I'm I'm not going to say that it will, but anything is possible. I got $317 stake in time, but my initial investment and current wealth are same. Why didn't it grow? So the price of time has come down. The price of time has dropped. So I currently have, I had about $800, $850 staked in time, and currently the amount that I'm holding grew. And depending on how much you're holding, you get a percentage of how much you're holding. So let's say if you're holding $100,000 worth of staked time, you're going to gain a lot per day, right? Let's say I get to a level, let's go to where I'm holding $100,000 in here, $100,000. So every day, let's see, 250, I'm at 29.55, and 251, I'm at 30. So I would gain 0.5 times. So I would gain about $1,800 in a day because you're gaining 0.5 time. So every day, depending on how much you have, $300 invested into the position is not a crazy amount. Let's say that's like 0.1. So if you have 0.1 that's there every day, you're going to be gaining, and the next day you'll gain about $6 worth. So the next reward, let's see, 0.1, 2. So you'll basically only gain a fraction of it, 0.00, maybe 1 or 0.002 time, which means that you're gaining a small amount. You're gaining about $6 every day, or close to it. And as you go along, you'll gain more. But if the price of time does come down and your value goes up, your price will remain the same, or your investment will remain the same. So that's just how that works. But for me, obviously things have gone up. I'm up about $400 or so, and I'm looking to see what this can be. I don't know what it will be. I mean, you could see the APY drop just like Jade did. Jade Protocol, that's currently at 0% APY. And that's because they're doing like a kind of like a rebase, I guess, or some sort of a restatement of the yield, the reward, and all of that. And we'll see what it ends up being. It might be a much lower percentage, which I'm okay with. I just want to see what it will be holding this for 365 days. I still have my my other channel, my MP Shorts channel, where I'm going over this. Every single day, I'm going through an update of how much I'm holding, how much I lost with Jade and with Time Wonderland. And maybe I'll do some others as well. So let's see. Where was that? MATIC is a real corn, heavy corn. Uh, heavy layer 2 ETH support. Say no more. I have a feeling everyone is going to try and dump SHIB if it doesn't make it to a penny. Yeah, I think you're right. There's going to be a lot of people that possibly pull back from when, like, say if they have that burn. I don't know what the burn will be, right? If the burn is 30% or 50% or whatever, if they burn off 80% of the coin, that would be insane. But I think what we will see is a burn. We will see an increase. And if it doesn't get to certain levels, we will see resistances at those levels. So I'm just hoping that I can buy so much more at these levels. And I hope it pulls back before the burn actually happens, because I want to buy and hold 100 million and let it sit there. Because if they burn off coins and it gets to a level to where it settles at a certain market cap, I think it will settle at those levels. So no matter what I buy at these levels, it will never come back to this level. Do you know what I mean? Unless I decide to buy more at those peak points. So just like people that bought in way lower, where you had less supply that was out there, right? They bought in way lower, and now it's not going to come back down to that price. It will not. Like, unless everybody sold off and it lost all popularity and all support, which is impossible. You have a whole army based on it. I think you're going to see this in this level, and it will never get back down to those levels that previous people invested in. So I'm hoping that I can hold on to this, maybe 100 million coins, and let that run for a long period of time. So That's what I'm hoping for, but I need to find a good sized increase in order to invest that money into Shiba Inu and let that be one of my um, larger holdings, right? Totally new to investing, learning a lot from you. Holding 35 million plus in Shiba Inu. Well, that's amazing that you're learning a lot from me. That's all I want to do is teach people and not necessarily tell you, hey, go out and buy what I'm buying. I just want people to take in any knowledge that I do have and any knowledge that other people may have in a certain market, a certain sector, and just run with it and apply it into their own situation, their own strategy. So hopefully you're able to do that. Guys, if you can hit the like button, we have 103 people here. We have 49 likes. We're approaching the normal time to where we start streaming, which is 8 o'clock, and we have 100 people watching. So thank you guys for watching here. What do you think of CRO? I currently hold, I think, 1,000 CRO. I think yes, I hold 1,000 CRO. I believe in where that can go because it's such a big name. Crypto.com is such a big name. This will definitely run when we see a bull run of the market. It seems like everything runs when everything runs, right? You're not going to see one thing just run out of nowhere, right? You see an increase right now of ACH, but you're seeing majority of the market actually fall, and that's just how things roll. When one thing, or when Bitcoin's usually moving down, or Ethereum's usually moving down, or Harvest Finance, or all these positions are moving down, you're going to see a lot of things move down with it, and some might move more aggressive than others. What about ENJ? I had ENJ, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it until recently, and I just decided that I missed the move. I think we can see a decent sized move with ENJ, but it's just I feel like I missed a lot of it because you're looking at a higher market cap than where I initially saw it. They get a cut because they facilitate everything for me and give tax documents. I'm cool with that. Can you give? Oh, I don't know where that went. Give a read on Hex in a little bit. I just need to get through some of these comments. I've been doing pretty well in the last couple of days, swing trading Desmos coin. Well, that's amazing. First of all, that you're able to make a profit, swing trading and day trading a coin. I haven't really gotten into the thick of it in day trading coins. I've been swing trading coins, but day trading coins is a little bit more tough because I don't really have the same access to a lot of the data. And now I actually just got access to a lot of the indicators that will give me the information that I need for some of these coins to buy in. However, it's not on the platform that I need it. I also don't have hotkeys and all of that, so I can't see the quick moves that I normally want to see. But it's easy to see a large increase on green days for some of these, right? And that's why I've been ready to swing trade it, because when you see a lot of these red days, it's kind of easy to predict where they're going to go from these levels, because some of these will hit certain lows. Krill will hit a certain low, and I believe in the next month or so we'll see this at that level of easily $3. I'm just hoping that it happens a lot sooner and before maybe Shiba Inu makes a move, because I want to put something in there. I mean, I could technically do it now. I just want to use, gains for investing there. I'll be selling my SHIB before long before it hits a penny. Well, that's good to hear. I probably will sell a portion of it long before it hits, uh, my targets. The army last night was crap. Very little useful info. Okay, good that I missed it then. I mean, you probably would have been good for a stream just to have a conversation and what they should be talking about and all that, but I couldn't get a chance to do it. It's 10 million of SHIB good? Yeah, I think 10 million of SHIB is good. I think even having a million of SHIB is good for the long haul. If you're looking for a short-term gain, so if you're looking for something in the next less than 5 years, right? I think having more SHIB is probably better. If you're looking for something in the next 5 to 10 years, I think having less is okay. You don't have to spend everything that you own in order to see this thing run, right? Um, and there are a lot of investments out there that you can make short term if you wanted to, and make some money short term and make the amount of money that maybe you could make from SHIB in 5 years. So, um, or maybe even 10 years. So if you're putting $270 or $1,000 into SHIB and just letting it sit there for now, and I guess you would get like 20 million, 25 million SHIB from it or something. If you're going to put all that money into SHIB and just let it sit there for 5 to 10 years, that's great. To own 20 million coins and see that get up to a level of 50 cents or $1 in 10 years, I think is definitely great. But if you're looking for a short-term gain, it's a different story. You need more. And also, if you are putting that $1,000 in for 10 years, you can use the other maybe $4,000 that you have. Say if you wanted to invest a total of 5,000, you can put that other 4,000 into other positions that will grow short-term and double short-term. So, yeah, I think 10 million is okay. I hold 10 million right now, 9.7 million. And the only reason I want to buy more is because I want to shorten the lifespan of me holding SHIB. I would like to shorten it to about that 5 year mark rather than 10 years. And that's only on the basis of, seeing it get to half the level that I think it's going to get to, right? So yeah, or even a 10% of the level that I think it's going to get to. So SHIB to 10 cents is not really something that can't happen right now. I think it can't unless they decrease the entire supply, but they're not going to do that. AMC Ape should start to. I don't know. Let the shorts doing what they're doing, dig themselves into a bigger and bigger hole, and then we can work from there. By the end of 2022, I want to have 500 million SHIB tokens. See, I think that's a little bit maybe over. And I think by the end of 2022, you're going to see a lot higher of a price. So you're probably not going to be able to buy 500 million SHIB. I mean, it depends how much money you have, but I don't know if you should really do that. Probably short term more than long term, because I think what you want is to invest in a certain area and not consistently treat it like it's a mutual fund, because it's not a mutual fund. You invest in a certain area knowing that everything will be burned off. I'm waiting for them to introduce the last 40 trillion coins. If they introduce that last 40 trillion coins, then you'll see the price maybe hit a certain level. However, it looks like they're only introducing coins when it hits a certain high. So if it goes up to a level of losing a zero, I think that's when they'll introduce the coins, dial that price down, it'll lose interest, and hopefully I can buy it at a certain price and be happy at that certain price. Why not just buy Dogecoin? So Dogecoin, um, the problem with having with just buying Dogecoin is the fact that Dogecoin doesn't burn off any coin, so it has no future hopes of increasing by 10x. Right? I think 3x and 4x is a possibility with Dogecoin, but I don't see it as a level where it can get to some of these high numbers that Shiba Inu can get to, because the thought of Shiba Inu, and literally from the start, was that it was a coin to burn. I mean, they burned half of the supply, right? It's a coin to burn. So that's what I'm hype about, is the fact that this is a different way of thinking than everything else. Like even when I thought of SafeMoon, SafeMoon, I thought was a coin to burn, right? And they technically did shave off some. It wasn't something where they burned what you had. It was more or less, now they created something new to where you can convert it over, and it's not really helping you out at all. I wish it was. I wish they actually burned off, but no, they just created something new and said, all right, we'll just transfer over here, and we have a lot more room to grow from there. Holding about 40 million SHIB, trying to invest into a few other coins for the new year. Still educating myself slowly. Yeah, it's definitely there's a huge learning curve. But yeah, I want to hold probably 100 million SHIB. Oh, I see. I'm new to all this. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. So again, there's a lot of different positions out there that show promise, But again, I have Dogecoin. Do I think that it is the absolute best thing to get into for by growth purposes? No. I mean, you're looking at a 23.1 million or sorry billion-dollar market cap. At its height, it was close to $100 billion. So basically, the most you can see right now without any dilution, which there's no max supply, they add on 5.2 billion every year. So there's going to be dilution. The max that you can get right now is basically a 4x return, unless we saw something that was just ridiculous growth, up to the trillions or whatever. But that's, I would say, quite impossible. It's not impossible, but, definitely there in the realm. I still own Doge, waiting for it to rise. Yeah, I think 2x, 3x, 4x is definitely a move, but I don't know if we can see the levels that we were hoping for in the beginning. Looking for Dogecoin to $5. I think it has the popularity. However, I just can't really see it unless the market completely shifts. Been buying Stellar, I think will gain popularity. I bought Stellar before. I don't hold Stellar now. I bought it before and I held it for a little bit, gained a little bit of money, and then moved that over to a different position. Can't remember which one. It's just because I feel like I'm too diversified. Like I just keep buying different coins and I'm too diversified when I can have something that runs a lot more. I can actually add maybe 20%, 10% of my portfolio into a position and see that run and maybe 10x, right? I've seen positions that I've had that have already, 4x or 5x, and I didn't have enough in there, enough skin in the game to actually see a crazy benefit from it. And it's because I kept diversifying. So you want to diversify, but to an extent, it depends how much money you have, right? I think diversifying is key, but if you're holding, 500 crypto coins at a value of $100, you're really not going to gain too much out of it, right? It's gonna suck. Now, if you have maybe 10, 20 coins that you truly do believe in, and you're holding, $30,000, $50,000 worth of crypto, it makes sense because now you have, let's say, $3,000 here that could triple in price, and now you're looking at a $9,000 balance, which you could take $6,000 out, keep the $3,000 in there, put it into other positions that you want, and go from there. Did lose a zero? Yes. Polkadot is below 30 today. That's good to see. I'm starving right now. Hey everyone, what happens first? SHIB loses zero or AMC squeeze? Probably SHIB loses zero. I think the AMC squeeze seems like it's going to be tough. It's going to be a hard fought battle for us, and I just hope we come out on top because there's some people that are already giving up, and I hope that we don't see the mass majority of people give up. Guys converted to wait. You guys converted to SafeMoon version 2 yet? Gonna hit 1 cent. I haven't. I probably should. And I know there's a cost to doing it, but I only have like $45 in SafeMoon. And it was the thought that we were gonna see something pretty big. And I don't think, I mean, I think it's worth it. You could still move some things, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Currently, my SafeMoon is over in Gate.io, which means that if I transfer it where I need to transfer it, I think it's going to cost me money in order to do so. And basically, with $45, it's like, I guess I have to really transfer it anyways. Brother, thank you for the content. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for watching. Without you guys, there's no me. So I really appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to close this thing up to members only in literally a couple of seconds. So if you guys want to get your comments in, feel free to go to join as a member. Also, if you guys want to join the Patreon, feel free to do that. I put out some alerts this morning, on the crypto market and the stock market and what I plan on buying as swing trades, not really day trades today because I'm not day trading in the stock market right now, just because I put a lot more money into Zomatica. Recently, it was like a month ago, where it was at like $35 or 35 cents. $35 would be amazing. 35 cents. Only 2% to transfer. Yeah, it's 2% to transfer. But I also have to wait 2% to transfer from SafeMoon to SafeMoon, or you mean from Gate.io over um to Trust Wallet, basically. I believe that's how you have to convert it. You have to convert it on like the website or something. People are giving up on AMC. Yeah, there's a couple of people that there's a couple of people that reach out to me and say, look, I was holding AMC for a while, and I have to like pay my bills, and I got taxes coming up. I gained some with AMC, and I took some profits, so now I have to pay taxes on that. And they're like, uh, what am I gonna do? The tax season's coming up, and it's not saying that they totally gave up on it to where they sold it. There's a couple of people that are just telling me that if taxes come, they're gonna have to pay a significant tax bill, and they put a lot of that money back into AMC, and so hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we see this thing run way before that. That's what I'm hoping for, because obviously I gained some with AMC and with a lot of other positions as well. So it's definitely tough on tax season. Tax season. So I don't think people are giving up. That's probably strong. Those are strong words. But you do have a percentage that's getting annoyed with the fact that it's taking so long, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes it a little bit better. And it seems like a lot of people, well, actually, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's really necessary. I don't feel like it's really necessary. I understand that they're going to find ways around everything. So whether you do something like that or not, I feel like they're going to find ways around everything. So, in my opinion, if it was just me, like, and it is just me, uh, I'm not doing it. So, do you think Pixie will make a run at $2 today? I never looked at it. Let's check. Is it a cryptocurrency? Not this one. Is it a cryptocurrency, or is it a stock? Do I think it will make a run at $2 today? No. It's down about 9%. You do see a run, right? And it gets up to this level. You would hope that it finds a way to reach back to the 200 EMA. It seems like this is a point to where we'll resist from, and it's close enough to that point to where you will see a resistance. So I would say, I would say no. And if it does, it's going to get closer to this 200 EMA and resist hard. That's what we've seen in the past, but that's just my opinion, right? In history, you have not seen a lower point than where it is now. So, falling down 2017 from $265 all the way down to a lower level and even a lower level, and consistently drops lower and lower down to a low level of 63 cents. So, do I think this is going to run? I would have to say no based on history, but if you have any type of information that can tell me otherwise, and feel free to do that, like, and to say that. And I'm not going to say that you're wrong. This is all just my opinion. It's also your opinion. So I would say my opinion, no. Um, if you have $5,000 invested in AMC right now, the same money would buy you over 125 million SHIB. If you believe SHIB loses a zero before the squeeze, you would turn that $10,000 into $12,000, 12,500. At 10,000, I'm not understanding your math. Yeah, I'm not understanding that math there, but yeah, I mean, you would make a substantial gain, obviously, seeing it, um, double from where it actually is. It would triple because it's at 3,200. So seeing it at 3,200, it would triple in price. So turning $5,000, if it loses a zero, you would turn that into a lot more than $10,000 or $12,000. If it triples in value, it should lose a zero and then jump up to $15,000 if I'm not mistaken. Simple math, I think. But either way, you're going to make a decent amount if it does lose a zero, which it will lose a zero. It's just I do not know what they're going to do with that 40 trillion coins. Thank you for becoming a member, Benzel. I appreciate it. I do not know what they're going to do with that 40 trillion coins that are left, right? If they have, if we go to SHIB here, and we look at how many coins they have 589 trillion coins that are out there. So it means they have 40 trillion coins that are left on the table, which means that if we burn off all of these coins, they can still introduce 40 trillion coins if they wanted to. So I want that to be added to the supply so we don't have to worry about any freaking dilution from here on out. But I know that that's left in there for the sake of this increasing in a price and getting up to a level of losing a zero or losing two zeros. Right? If this gets up to a level of 100 billion, I guarantee all of that supply is going to be introduced, which will suck. For sure, good to be here. Helpful videos. Well, thank you. That means a lot. A lot of people are under the impression SHIB could hit 1 penny in 2022. I think it could, depending on what they do. I talked about it in my last video. Is that people think that it could hit $1 in 2022. And I know, looking at it now and saying this makes no sense that it would hit these levels, they said the same thing about Dogecoin even hitting a penny, and it almost hit $1, right? This is something completely different, though, because you have people that are doubting it, and you also have an understanding that they've come out and said themselves that they're going to burn off coins to enter the metaverse, to burn off coins to, increase popularity, all of these things. And also the Shiba army can burn off coins if they wanted to as well. So what's crazy is the fact that there's so many unknowns with Shiba Inu versus like mainly like a couple unknowns for Dogecoin. So to see that run as much as it did and see the popularity and the push behind it, and to now see Shiba Inu make these moves and how far that can actually get, I think we will see something huge. Remember, that was created in 2013. Dogecoin was created in 2013. And how long it took for that to actually run to these levels is insane, but it got there, right? Shiba Inu was created in what, 2020, right? 2020, 2019, something like that. It was created to be that Dogecoin killer when Dogecoin created its popularity. Dogecoin going, or ZOM going to 20 cents is a real possibility. I mean, yeah, I would imagine it's being shorted, over 50% every single day. The short interest is over 10%. So as I see that, I know that it has a possibility of easily running. Same thing with SOS. It definitely has a possibility of going that low. It has a possibility of getting back to some of these lower levels. Understand that before this massive drop, we did see it at these levels up here where it was at 50 cents, where it was at $1, where it was at $2.89, right? This is way before this large increase that we did see in February, right? And this wasn't just like obviously it was out of nowhere, but this isn't something that is an unknown price or it's at an all-time high at these levels. It was at a much higher point previously. If I look at the week candlesticks, we're going to see it was over here at $2.98 and did resist at $2.91. So again, it was here before, and that was back in 2017 before decreasing all the way down, and it did hold strong until it did decrease down to about 6 cents. And now you're seeing it fall down. So once you see the stock market start to run again, I think that this is going to make a move again. History is going to repeat itself from where it's actually at. And if it gets down to 6 cents, I'm still going to treat that as a buy opportunity. And right now, I think I have about $8,000 invested into it. At currently at 63 cents, and I think it can go a lot higher than where it is, or where it's at 63 cents. If I even go up to uh, a dollar, right, I'm obviously gaining a decent amount. I have 14,000 shares, so we'll see. We'll let it play out and see where it goes. But it could also decrease even more, and I totally understand that. This is a swing trade that did not go my way at all. That and SOS. And the issue was the after hours market. That's why I hate the stock market so much. The after hours market, and I don't like swing trading as much because you can't really get away from that loss in the after hours market. I tried with the liquidity that I did have, and it didn't work. So, ended up going from being up over, I think, $500 to being down over 2,000 in literally one after hours market, right? So that sucked. And then I was just like, well, what are you going to do? Did you see 40%? Yes, I did see that. And I saw that Trey made a video calling TD Ameritrade about the 40% short interest for AMC and said that, they said that's what it was. I don't know what to think of it. All I know is that I see the everyday numbers in AMC. Every day they're shorting consistently 50%. Over the last 30 days, 55% short is absolutely insane. Try not to spread, not trying to spread FUD, but does ZOM have any chance of being delisted? I think it does. I think it does have, there's a lot of things that have chances of being listed. Everything has a solid chance of being delisted. However, yes, ZOM does have uh, a solid chance or a high chance of being delisted, from what I'm understanding. So either we see a run or we don't. That's why you invest money that you're willing to lose, right? I'm okay with investing the money there, and I can see a solid run. That's one thing I don't. That's one thing I don't like about the stock market is the delisting of things. When things get delisted on the stock market, it's way different than things get delisted on the crypto market. Crypto market, it gets delisted on an exchange. Okay, I transfer to a different exchange. That's simple as that. XRP, you couldn't buy it on Coinbase anymore. When you go over to any other exchange or a bunch of other exchanges, and you can buy it there and transfer it there and hold it there, right? But for the stock market, it freaking sucks that when things get delisted, now you have to worry about trying to sell that yourself, and it's pretty much damn near impossible. Public ain't pay for order flow. Uh, well, yes. I know it's 125 million plus. That means that just think about it in dollar sense, right? In a dollar sense, if you're taking $5,000 and you're investing in now, $5,000 you're investing in it at 0.000034, right? You take that and you take $5,000 divided by this, you're getting 147 million, not 125 million at the current price. So the idea was that if you take $5,000 and invest it into the price right now, you're going to get 125 million, but in reality, you get 147 million. So multiplying that by that, you would get about 15,000. So you would get about 14,700 just to do math, normally. Just simple math. If you take $5,000 and you triple it, right? Because you're taking 3.4, and now you're tripling that to a value of $1 or 1 penny, right? So 33 is about $1, or 33, 33, and 34, let's say is about 101, right? Now you look at that and you tripled your value. So whatever you were holding, which is $5,000, goes to 15,000 or close to it. So that's simple math there. But yes, I know what you mean. 125,000 multiplied by that, yes, is 12,500. However, 5,000 invested right now will get you 147 million. AMC ape since February, 1,400 at $7.52 average. That's amazing. 477 at $10.57 on Webull. Not selling. I saw my account over 100K in June. Not selling unless I see my mortgage amount plus a Lambo at the minimum. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Just understand that it never hurts to take something off the top. If you've held and you had your initial investment and you're happy with just your initial investment, then take your initial investment and leave the rest in there. Because if you saw your account over 100,000, I'm not saying that you totally give up on the position. I never totally give up on any position. You will see me invest in something. And if I do see potential in it for future gains, then yes, I will continue to hold it. But for other things, like I'm trying to think of an example. If like say Zomatica in an instance, like I don't believe Zomatica has a crazy future value. You can see that this can run and something can happen, something could change and it can grow to a level. But if this gets to $1.60 again or $2, obviously I'm going to be all out. But if it gets to a certain level where it's like maybe $1, right? If it gets to $1 there, I will take out probably my initial investment plus a little bit of profit and leave the rest in there and let that make a move. Whatever happens with that position happens with the position. I've gained my initial investment plus a little bit of profit, but I have certain points to where I'm like, I'm getting out completely and I don't care what happens after the fact, right? So yeah, that's the way we can look at it. I think it's like 30 days you have to wait before you rebuy the same stock. Yes, for the wash sale purposes. See, what are we talking about here? Microsoft, Amazon, McDonald's, Walmart using examples. Yeah. I doubt ZOM will get delisted. Several analysts have it as a buy strong right now. Well, hopefully that's the case. We do see that skyrocket. I know it's being shorted kind of to hell to say the least there. I mean, it's shorted a lot. I really need to upgrade my. I think what's going on with my internet connection, and nothing really happened yet. Hopefully it doesn't. It does say that it's a poor connection right now. I think what I need to do is upgrade my router. And I saw some at Best Buy that said it can cover my whole entire square footage. It was like $500, but it's well worth it if I'm going to stream every day, and especially for like multiple hours. I need to upgrade that modem or the router or whatever, the wireless router, and then possibly get a direct connection, because right now I have a direct connection with one of those pods, but the pods suck. They absolutely suck. They don't do anything. They say they extend the connection, but they do absolutely nothing. And we paid for those things, and it's basically taking up an outlet for doing absolutely nothing. Hey, Matt, are you still holding Request? I think so. I don't remember selling it, so I don't actually remember buying it. But I should still be holding it if I did buy some. I don't think I bought some. I think I just put out an alert. I don't think I bought some because that would have been. I feel like I'm over diversifying a lot of times. So I thought for some reason I thought I did. Huh? Yeah, I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. So no, I'm not holding it. I list as multiple stocks as what? I list as multiple stocks, not as in my taxes. Couldn't I sell at a loss and just buy them back public? It would help me with taxes, right? If you sell in one platform or one exchange and buy back in another exchange, it's okay. Yes, you can do that. That's how a lot of people get out of paying, high amount of taxes, or if they want to accept a loss and realize that loss throughout the year. I think you can only realize like $5,000 worth. So if you realize that $5,000 loss, that will make up for how much you made in taxes. So you can end up profiting off of that. You can also do an instance to where you sell in the brokerage account and then you buy back in on January 1st, which will be accounted as a new year. Even though it is a wash sale, you get away from that wash sale because the old year cutoff was December 31st. So what are the compound tethers from FTX? You're confusing me here. That's something I don't know about. That is a sentence that I've never heard before. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry that I can't answer your question. If I had to sell something at a 5K loss, I would probably cry. Yeah, I mean, I don't ever want to accept a 5K. I can tell you that my biggest losses have come from this year, which is SOS. And if it wasn't SOS, ZOM would have been the largest, which right now is like 3,000. But they're all unrealized. Both of them are unrealized. And I know that they can make a move. It's just the overall market did pull back, and you could see that if it wasn't for um, AMC, nothing would really be positive for me in a swing trade sense. For day trades, I have a ton of day trading positions that I actually gained a lot off of, right? So I go to uh, so there's a lot of different day trading positions. Typically, I'm looking to gain like $100 or so. There's a lot of day trading positions that I've gained a lot off of. There's a lot of swing trading positions that I gained some off of as well. But most of these right here were day trades. Costs. You had Ride. You had Dogecoin that was a day trade. You had Tesla that was multiple day trades. GameStop that's a current gain. You do have um, uh, SLHG. You have a lot of different positions that were, smaller gains, but equaled up to $100 a day, right? But then you have some really large losses down here, which are my largest losses I've ever had in history of losses, um, and they've come from swing trades. These three right here have come from swing trades. KTTA, that was just a disaster. And then these three have come from swing trades. So I don't like the fact that these are here. Typically, all the day trades that I have, I'll lose like $20 and then I'll gain 100 or I'll gain 700. But it just bothers the hell out of me that the stock market pulled down by so much and I'm down by a lot. So it's definitely a huge loss that you're taking on. But as long as you're like it was money that you're willing to lose, then it's fine. I mean, it's you have to be able to have negative times or losses to learn from them. And I think I've learned a lot so far from SOS and ZOM. So if they do come back, there's going to be plays that I end up making in firm cutoffs that I have because you never know if the market is going to pull back. So swing trading, I would tell you, is not really my biggest strong suit. I'm more of a day trader and gain, an average of $100 a day, and I love doing it where I can gain about $30,000 a year from day trading. But swing trades just provide so much more um, in gains that you would get in a quick sense. So you're getting it like you can get a $5,000 gain in a matter of a month, right? You can get a $10,000 gain in a matter of a month, right? So what's my main source of income? Well, soon, well, right now I have a 9 to 5. I'm a financial analyst, and that would be probably my main source of income. But I do make money from YouTube. I make money from crypto market, the stock market. I would say the most that I make now is probably from YouTube channels, plural. So streaming and creating videos, golfing, shorts videos, the reaction videos, all of those are probably my main source of income, or the amount that I make most. But then my 9 to 5, I make a bunch as well. And I would say then solidly in third, I make money from day trading. So so yeah, it sucks having any type of loss, but I will be as transparent as possible with you guys and tell you exactly what I did for these losses and what I learned from them. So anything I do teach, obviously, you will keep that in mind and say, hey, apply the stop loss a certain percentage at a certain level, for any swing trade that you have, because you want a certain risk tolerance and you don't want to give up everything that you own on those trades. And even the thing that I lost with ZOM, it's not necessarily the money aspect of it, because I feel like this is going to come back to a level to where I'm happy with that. SOS, I lost a ton, but the thing that I lost with ZOM and SOS is time. I think time is the uh, biggest thing that you can lose, because there's so many other opportunities out there that you could take that money and put it in these areas and gain this money, while I'm hoping that ZOM will come back, or pushing that ZOM will come back and can come back. It's just now I'm pushing to gain, $5,000 over 4 months when I could have gained $5,000 over a month. You know what I mean? Like, if I would have put that same money into crypto, it would have grown so much more than, if I had it in Zomatica, even though the stock market and the crypto market did pull back significantly. I think we would still have a possibility of gaining a lot more with that time. I have multiple streams of income, and I farm and own 2 businesses plus a day trade. Yeah, see, it's always great to have multiple streams of income, whether it's your active income or passive income. Like, I have my long-term investments set aside to where I don't put all of my risk in short-term investments. So if anything fails in short term, it's not like I'm giving up everything. Obviously, I will use some of the tax money that I get to reinvest and make those moves as well. But yeah, ISIG is smoking hot. But IG, I haven't checked out any of the big movers today, so maybe this is one of them. Why is it smoking hot? Like, hot that it's burning? Because it's down 7%, 7.8% today. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, if you could learn anything from my mistakes, or if you can learn anything, I mean, take the mistakes and learn as much as you can from those mistakes. And again, I will be transparent with any mistake that I make, any trade that I make. I've reported some negative day trading days. I've reported a lot of positive day trading days. And there's a ton over on the Discord group. I haven't done any day trading recently, but they can attest. I obviously share daily trades over there. So yeah, we got 150 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to check out my Profit Apparel store, feel free to check out that. I think it's really clean designs, and it's not something to where you're like, hey, I'm wearing someone's face or anything. You're wearing something that says, profits split, because it is a profit and it's profits, right? That's what the brand is all about. So profitsapparel.com, check out that link down below and get yourself some gear there. I think the The t-shirts are pretty amazing. They fit pretty nice, and also the hoodies just feel really good, and it's definitely clean. When you get it, you're gonna have to wash it because it does smell like glue because they just put it all together. But I'm telling you, great product. I like it. That's very transparent. Yes. Up 25% in the market. I'm not seeing that. Maybe you have a different and you actually see. I don't know. I can't see it in people. So I'll have to take your word for it. It's good. It's good. Almost 50 and 24 hours. Okay, so then we're looking at two different things then, maybe. I don't know. And maybe it's the after hours market and the pre-market. I don't really know exactly what's going on. What's Elon's role in SHIB? I've seen his name a lot recently. I don't see that he has any role in SHIB. I know he talks about things that are really making moves. And he talked about Dogecoin a lot. So the thought is that he would talk about Shiba Inu a lot, but I think he hints to like things that are moving quite a bit. So yeah, I don't think he has a big role in SHIB. People are just hoping for like a tweet or something to let it to make this run. But I think the days of just tweets making things run is not here anymore. That's over. You're not going to see just a simple tweet unless somebody comes out and says, um, like if Shiba Inu comes out and tweets that we're burning 80% of the coin, any money, the price of SHIB will freaking skyrocket because they come out and say that they're burning a certain portion of the coin. It's going to be huge. Elon flat out said he doesn't own any SHIB. Yeah, well, I that's I think he doesn't have any role in it anymore. People were hoping for a push, but I don't think those tweets hold any value anymore. I think his tweets are great to have, but I don't think it holds as much value as people think. And that's just my opinion. So again, we got 147 people here, guys. Hit the like button. Would love to get up to 150 likes. Remember, we are gonna start streaming like earlier and earlier, and maybe go a little bit later. But we'll see how everything goes. With up to $11.50. 29.30. Already made a huge move. Be careful chasing. Yeah, you should always be careful chasing. If you don't see anything that kind of will indicate to an increase, especially in the open price, you should definitely wait it out and see. Shouldn't be relying on someone's tweets to make our. Yeah, I would agree. I would 100% agree. Had to be. How long was it? Was the how long was the stream or whatever it was? I just can't wait until crypto makes a huge move. Can't wait until crypto really runs. Um, and everything starts to run, and people are like, "Wow, I can't believe this is making that big of a move." And I'm looking for things that have like the smallest market caps. Remember, I'm talking about a position PI, Plane. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. I don't know, or whatever it is. Um, I'm getting into that position. It's currently at 0.009 cents, and there's only 800,000 or 800 million coins available there. So looking at it less than a penny at about a billion coins. So I definitely see this as something that could potentially run to a way higher price. I currently hold 32,000, and I plan on getting a lot more. because I do believe in where that can actually go. It's currently at a very low price. And yeah, I think throwing maybe another $1,000 into it will get me something pretty big. We were on for like 2 hours. Crypto doesn't need influencers. You're right. I would sort of disagree. So I think if you're talking about like influencers as people like to back it, or people to just say something about it, and it depends on that movement. I think crypto does depend on the popularity, so I would have to disagree a little bit. But I think you're kind of right. We don't need we don't need people to push it and depend on a tweet for anybody to for the price to go up. But you do need people to talk about certain things to create popularity. Because if everybody stopped talking about Shiba Inu, I think the price of Shiba Inu would go down, and you wouldn't see as much of an impact as we are seeing, um, in the past couple of months or so. So I would sort of disagree, but I would also agree. So I'm one of those people that loves to play devil's advocate. So sorry. The first sip of water that I had all morning, and I've been talking for like an hour and 30 minutes straight. We just take a break and read the comments. There's like one more comment that I need to read. Crypto needs real world adoption for it to. Um, Again, playing devil's advocate, I don't think it really needs world adoption. Like I don't know how. Like, can you expand on it? Like how? Like for it to really move, it needs true you know uh real world adoption. Please expand on. Way too long. Found it. I posted what I found. Discord said SHIB never pays for users and pay to get listed anywhere. That's good and bad. I don't think that's necessarily a good thing, because that means that they're not willing to spend money in order to future its value or improve its value, future value. Um, I don't see that as a good thing. I mean, some people may take it as a good thing, but I don't see it as a good thing, because I like, if I think of it as a business, the developers are like, I want this to be a coin that's everywhere, so I want it to be listed everywhere. It's just like people that pay to be on certain infomercial shows or whatever. You're futuring the value. You're futuring the value. You're improving the future value. I can't talk. About to just stop talking. You're improving the future value of that product by going on there and paying for what you're paying for, right? Um, I think it's a slippery slope though. The audio is choppy. It's probably because I'm backing up and I'm talking really low. And it says the streaming quality is poor. So I'm sorry. I know you don't like the idea of trading appreciating asset for one that goes down in value, but as crypto rises in value, you have to use less and less to buy things. Unlike fiat, where you have to keep more and more to to have it keep its value. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Um, but I don't think many coins have real world adoption besides like Bitcoin, and I don't even think they're there yet. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of things move based on more like popularity and word of mouth than just based on real world adoption. And I think with the when you start to when you start to get into the top 10, I would say people start to really think about where the value can go from here. What makes it a top 10 coin? So I would agree hood to $0. um, but yeah, I think when you look at it, a lot of people think of the top 10 coins, and that's where they start thinking of like, hey, if this is a top 10 coin contender, what makes it that valuable? Why should I continue to hold on to this? And that's where the real world adoption starts to come into play, to where people start to really think about it. But then you do have some other coins that are down on the list that actually have, they created a great use case for them, and how this quote unquote real world adoption will affect the price and how it will move. So I don't know. It's just, it's tricky because again, that I don't elaborate. Again, you think I don't know, where crypto will essentially go in the future. I think we will see it at a level to where we could see a 7 to 10 trillion dollar market cap, and other things lead the way, not just Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin does reach to a certain level that people think that it cannot reach more value than that, um, then that's when we'll see other things start to really run. Because right now you only have two crypto coins that are up in that, $100 billion mark or above the $100 billion mark, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? You've had BNB up there, but once we start to see crypto run again, we'll start to see things that start to hover around that 100 billion mark, and everything in the top 10 will be at that $100 billion market cap mark at least. And hopefully we have some things that compete with where Ethereum and Bitcoin actually are, and we don't have one thing controlling the entire market. We need mass adoption of multiple coins, not just Bitcoin. You know, I want to see Gitcoin up at that level. Gitcoin has such a low supply, and just because it's named Gitcoin and not Bitcoin, I'm in on it, right? Holding a hundred. I don't know when Gitcoin was created, but I would like to hold 1,000. Let me actually look at Gitcoin. Right. Let's look at the history. All history. We have 2021. Right. I'm looking at Gitcoin and I'm saying I think at this supply, which hopefully they don't introduce all the supply there, but at this supply, I can see this up at a way higher level than where it is now. And I would love to add on to more of it and buy it at $8 uh, and let it run from there. So, if you bought it all the way back here when it was at, let's say, $4.97, you could have gained a decent amount all the way up to here. But I would love to buy it at sub 10 and hold on to it for a little bit. And ultimately, I'm going to hold on to 100 for the lifetime of this to run. But I'm going to consistently buy more at the lows and let it run, buy more at the lows and let it run, and just do that. My iceberg has burned 17% of its supply since launch 10 days ago. Just burned another 1% this morning. What is iceberg? So they have an aggressive burn policy, basically. They have 100 million max supply, and they keep burning the supply. 2.4 million. Only get it on Pancake Swap. How new is it? This is down to it's now up to 2 cents. Was at 5 cents. This has 100 million coins available. That's sort of low. So looking at and that's self-reported either way. I mean, the max supply is 100 million coins. So seeing it at 2.4 million is a really low market cap. Really, really low market cap for how many coins that are actually out there. Now, I don't know what, I have to look into it a little bit more, but I think this could be a possibility to see something run quite a bit. I might have to put like a couple hundred in there, maybe like 200. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. But I have to remember as I end this stream in 1 minute. So I'm going to jot this down right now and see what I can do here. I always like coins that have a low supply or lowish supply. 100 million is not bad. And see it at 2 cents. That can easily get to $1, right? That can easily get to way more than where it is right now. And just seeing it at 2 cents, it just makes me think that this could definitely make a move. But the problem is, how much popularity does it have? The popularity is up by 33%. We'll see. That is very aggressive, but I haven't seen anything about them burning anything right now. I don't believe in Robinhood. SHIB, couple of days of increase, trading volume with increase is my prediction. Matt disagrees. Think why would, because I usually disagree with things. I mean, I don't think there will be a bump in SHIB or Robinhood for. I mean, so I agree, right? Let's agree right here. So increase in trading volume with no significant increase is my prediction. I don't consider it to have any long-term increase. I think it's going to be just a quick increase, like you said, for a couple of days, and then we're going to see it fall off. So yeah, I don't see anything major happening for an introduction with like Shiba Inu on Robinhood. I don't on either SHIB or Robinhood. Risk to reward ratio is good right now. Only upside. What platform is Iceberg on? So it looks like the only platform it's on is PancakeSwap. You can swap it out for BNB. So you go into your Trust wallet and buy some BNB and go from there. So I think if I buy dollars worth at, I can get 7,500. So if I get 7,500 and this gets to $1, I would have $7,500. So it's low risk to reward. I mean, you can buy 100 and buy 100 and get. Oh, why did I put 10? You can buy 100 and get 5,000, and then you can see this move by 5,000 every dollar that it goes up. So it could be a possible chance to run and gain you some money as it does skyrocket, if it does skyrocket. And if they burn off coins, it could be something really, really big. But yeah, I would probably push for certain levels. I mean, you probably see it will resist at some of these levels, but I mean, I might hold on to it for a while with just $100 investment. So I'm going to do that right now, and low risk to reward ratio, and yeah, see what happens. That agrees with me. We'll raise the American flag. That's funny. I usually don't agree with many people. That's why a lot of people like my takes. Thank you for becoming a member, James Williams. I appreciate it a lot. A lot of people don't like my takes because I always try and find what could be wrong, so then we could fix what could be wrong there. So a lot of times I would disagree with people and say, hey, this is where I kind of have a dominant and analytical personality. So I'll kind of break things down to try and understand the flaw of it, and if there are any flaws of it, and try and address those before we hit the market. Like, say if we're coming out with a product, I'll try and see where the flaws will be and where the downsides will come from, so that we can get ahead of any type of criticism, rather than be blindsided in a way, or test or trial by fire or whatever. So a lot of times I'll go into it with criticism, but yeah, I think that's just how my personality is. Respect it. Some people hate it, and I get a kick out of it because I don't mean anything by it. I just want to get as much information as possible. You should see me in some of the meetings that I deal with. I'm always trying to understand what's going on with everything, and where the negative points will come from when a lot of them are focusing on um, the positive key points of that meeting. And thankful for being a part of a great stream or a great team. Well, thank you. I'm thankful for all of you being here, all the members, all the people watching, even though you're not members, all the people in the Discord group, all the people that hit the like button. I appreciate everybody. We gained 3 new members today, so I appreciate you guys for being here. Remember, the streams will get longer and longer. We'll probably do an ultimate stream, probably 3 hours. We'll do a stream, but I'm not going to do that now. Right now, 1.5 hours is good enough. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. That guy that won't stop asking questions in the meeting. I'm not that guy. There is that guy that doesn't stop asking questions in the meeting. I'm not going to name names. But I'm one of those people that will always point out the negative thing rather than the positive thing. I know most people want to hear about the positive thing. But anyways, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, check out my merch link down below. You can get some Profit Apparel merch. Feel free to do that. We got a bunch of things here. I don't even want to show, but we got a bunch of things there. It's inside out, so I can't even show it anyways. But yeah, it is a Friday afternoon, isn't it? Because there's trading tomorrow. Wait, is there trading tomorrow? There is trading tomorrow. Yes, there is. Maybe. I don't know. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.